day, Rusk enjoyers. So I've kind of left this a bit late. I was actually wanting to record earlier, but then I was like, oh, I need to go do this. I need to go record some short videos. I'm hungry, I've got to eat food. Oh, I feel like I need a wash. So I've left it till now. I do apologise if this comes out a fair bit late, but then again, this is just basically an extra video that I'm going to put out. So, alright, no worries. Let's talk about post-Christmas 2026. So you might look at my account and think, hey, Hedge, last time we spoke, your account's hardly changed. Oh, no. I assure you, I've been buying some things. So, yeah, that's me flying away. Are the prices peaking, or are we still reaching sky-high heights? Oh. So I can confirm, on the 5th of January, I bought all of these. And you might look at my main account and think, but hang on a minute, does that mean you bought this and then you got your money all the way back up again? Yep. It's been like this every single day, basically. And now that fade was actually pretty good. Just a little humble brag there. Anyway, back over to here. So, yep, I've grabbed these. Things are looking pretty sweet. And now I just want to quickly point out on my YouTube, if you go to my playlist section, you'll see that I've got a post-Christmas 2026 little like playlist here now. So ever since March, October, the beginning of December, yep, it's been pretty sweet. I think I need to add an extra video in between here. I'm pretty sure I talked about Christmas stuff like just before Christmas. So anyway, I'll find that out. Just want to point out that this collection, this playlist, I'll link it in the description of this video right now, so you can go ahead and look at that for yourself. But then again, like I said, just look in the playlist section, you'll see that. So, all right, cool. So, with the previous video, I basically sat here and talked about like my progress and talked about how much I've been selling. Well, I've got to say, I think I've been doing an even better job. So, let's now switch over to here. So, of course, with this main account, just this single account right here, you can clearly see I've basically got back up to where I was last time. And now let's bring that up. So, yeah, I haven't updated this yet. Last time I spoke to you, I had £1,310. Well, right now I've got 1,314. Cool! And then, of course, I've got some pending funds and all that. But yes, I've been progressing very nicely, and I've been acquiring things ever so nicely as well. So, I ask you once again, now that this Steam sale has finished, did you buy any games? Have you invested into anything with your profits? I think I'll quickly showcase something to you right now. So this account right here, you might notice, hang on a minute, Hedge, why are you picking up carvable pumpkins? Well, every Halloween they always go up in demand, and they always get bought out. And at the end of the day, yes, they're super cheap right now. I could probably grab about 50 or 100 of them, and then of course for Halloween 2026, they might only double in price. Guess what? I'm fine with that. I'm just trying to invest into things that I can just put some funds away so I can continue selling more Rusk skins. Does that make sense? And the carvable pumpkins do seem to be a pretty like perfectly fine option. You could consider looking at some Christmas things, because I wouldn't be surprised if they're starting to drop off. But as you'll see here, 1649, has it changed? So it's gone down. I've only got one listing there. So yes, that's pretty much up to date. I also just want to quickly point out on this account over to here, you'll see for yourself, this had 1598. Over to here, this account had 362. And yeah, right then. So yeah, it does match up to the accounts and the prices I've set here. So pretty much all the accounts except one right here has done a pretty decent job selling some things. And of course, I'll shift some skins over to this account and I'll start selling there as well. So far, I've pretty much got 4 accounts that are pushing up to maximum funds. But of course, I still have another 4 accounts that I've got to start working on. So, all right, cool. With it now being the 6th of January, let's also just quickly point out over to here. We peaked today on a Tuesday at 183,000. Now, let me tell you this. These numbers are still fantastic. And as you'll see here, the average player count, 117,000. It might not be perfectly fine and lines up to last year's January, but then again, based on what I'm seeing here, it's still looking wonderful, right? I'm not complaining. I'm getting my sales in. I'm a happy bunny. So, of course, you'll see now that the commits is back up and running. And yes, they're still talking about boxes, DLC and all that. It's definitely being mentioned again. So scroll. Where is that link? The reason why I bring this up is because I've been I've been spooked into putting an effort into selling my storage collection skins. So let's just switch over to here. And by the way, keep an eye on this, right? Keep an eye on this because, of course, you never know what brand new things they'll be working on. It will be mentioned here. And there you go. Boxes DLC, merge from main. Oh no. I think that might be ready for February. So, of course, we go look at your accounts now. You've got to start looking at all these storages and you've got to start considering what you're going to do next. So let's switch over to here. Come on, where's my storage collections? I mean, I've got like the small boxes from the neon storage set. I've got other storages as well. Come on, where are we? Okay, it's only showing off those. So if I typed in graffiti instead, for example. Oh, I know what happened. I've traded them over to my other accounts. That's exactly what's happened. So if I typed in, I don't know, Sinotype. There you go, got a whole bunch of these in this account as well. I'm not sure what's going to happen next. If they reveal that the boxes DLC is a small box set, I think we're good. If it's a large box set, here's hoping the whole set, like this whole boxes DLC costs about like $50 or something. Oh, oh no. So I'm in the exact same position as a lot of you lot. And the reason why I haven't sold these yet is because, number one, they haven't really gone up in price that much more. And it is becoming a bit concerning. Let's just take a quick look at Sinotype as a whole. Let me get a good visual of that. Yeah, like, these are doing good. And then the rest of them, it's a bit... And again, this boxes DLC that's being worked on, I mean... Oh, what great timing. Thank you very much, Face Punch. So we'll see what becomes of it. But I'm pretty sure, and I'm sure you've noticed it as well, with the Sinotype collection not exactly doing super great at the moment, and of course, with like all the other storage collections like neon storages, scientific storages, and of course graffiti storages, you might have noticed they haven't gone up in price that much either. Let's just quickly take a look at a graffiti storage skin. What's a pretty decently selling one at the moment? You know what? I think gun storage would be a great shout. This has been fairly high priced in the past, and let me just quickly turn the extension on so that we can see all of this in dollars. The reason why I don't have the extension on is because I keep getting the requests issue. It will not stop. But of course, because I'm constantly looking at skins and selling skins and whatnot, it's not a surprise. This is why you should have a VPN at the ready, just in case, you know, we see the request issue and all that. So, all right, cool. As you'll see here, it's $7. But in the past, didn't it peak at a higher price? I'm pretty sure it has, and yes, it did. What on earth's gone on there? I can't really answer for that. But even just before that, around like June time, this was selling for a higher price, and I'm sure you can see that's higher compared to that. So whilst this has improved, it hasn't exactly been going up insanely, has it? So let's just quickly switch back over to here. And I'll look at like another one. What's another one that we could take a look at? I don't want to do tools that seem to have been manipulated recently. What about like Dropbox? Dropbox is a pretty good shout, a perfectly fine looking design. As you can see here, it's selling at $3.60 at the moment. Scroll. As we take a look at this, yeah, it's been higher in price before. Whilst it improved, it hasn't matched up to where we saw it was around May time. Oh, that was just before the summer of 2025. Anyway, point still remains. The storages aren't exactly doing super great. From storage collections, just to clarify. Storage skins in general at the moment, oh, they're doing quite all right. I assure you that. So, all right, that's nice. That's cool. But I now question, have we actually peaked? So let's just take a look at Seeker MP5, for example. This is perhaps the most in-demand, most bought MP5 skin every day. Considering the transparency it has, considering the amount that are available, like, there's only around 400 of these in total on the Steam market. But if you looked at this about half a year ago, you probably would have seen over 1,000. But again, if it has no competition, if no other MP5 comes out with a very similar amount of transparency, this will slowly just keep rising up in price more and more and more. At the moment, it's sitting here at about $3.60. Let's just quickly switch over to here. So this right now is matching up to where we saw it like earlier this year. Or rather, in the summer of 2025. I've got to get used to the fact it's not 2025 anymore. So, okay, that doesn't look like it's slowing down, so that's all right. I don't think we're peaking in regard to this skin. So let's switch back over to here. I can see Olympus Revolver's been on the front page for a while now. Let's go take a look at you. So, of course, this came out somewhat recently. It is the Revolver skin with the most transparency we've ever seen. And right now you can see it's at $5.75. Someone's listed $12. But if you could just scroll down, got like a 10 there, 30 there. Like, did this actually reach $6 at one point? Because a certain individual here has decided to unload their stock. Thank you, other person. Anyway, let's just go take a look at this. So it looks like it's been stagnating recently. but it has been improving as of recent. Yeah, it's in a better position. I'm happy I bought 100 of these. I'm unhappy that I didn't buy more of them. But hey, I wasn't exactly in the best of positions when it came out, so... If only I had all the funds back then, it would have been a very fun time, I assure you that. So I did bring this up, looking at like the skins in the current Rust store. If we had like a super standout, wonderful looking skin, that would have been a wonderful thing to consider buying. But at the moment, looking at all these skins, I mean, I've got to be honest with you, nothing here screams at me thinking, oh yeah, that's going to go up in price, or that's going to be perfectly fine throughout the rest of this year. It's the issue with the very first Rust store of the year. You've got some pretty cool looking skins, but you cannot sit there with like 100% confidence, easily sit there and say, oh, that should be fine, or, you know, like, it is expected all of these skins will go down in price, because of course, after we've had this post-Christmas momentum, inevitably, around March and April time, we will have the Easter dip. But then after that, we have the summer, like the summertime, which is awesome. So we might want to wait until the next Rust store, perhaps. Sure. And I assure you this, I've been keeping track of all the newer skin submissions. We've been seeing some very interesting looking skins, but you're going to have to wait for the Rust Workshop skin checks video for when I talk about that. And let me tell you, I need to hurry up because I don't have that much time. I'm only going to be awake for so long. But yeah, we saw some very interesting looking skins. Who knows what will be picked though? Because at the end of the day, Face Punch the one that decides. And well, I'm just saying. Anyway, so pop it back over to here. Keep an eye out. Maybe on the 8th we'll see a very interesting looking skin. But for now, yeah, we just got to wait it out a little bit longer. So you don't have to sit there and say what you bought. Or you can if you want to. You could sit there and brag about the thing that you've been investing into, and then maybe other people will, and then maybe other people will keep the price up. Hey, we'll see. Anyway, aside from that, what else is looking pretty sweet? So, yep, here with the Seeker Revolver. I bought 200 of these. It was unfortunate what happened with the arrival of the Olympus Revolver, but this is still a very nice, very interesting, perfectly fine looking revolver skin. That's part of a well-established in-demand collection. And oh, look at that. It's actually not too far off from $8. So even with the arrival of the Olympus Revolver, this is now pushing back up, and it's on a perfectly fine, steady pace. It's still increasing, it's still going upwards, and there's a fairly decent chance it might rise back up to $9 again. So based on what I'm seeing here at the moment, I'm not noticing like any stagnation for, well, the more in-demand skins. I'll give you that. With the fairly recent North Star Tier 3, there's a lot of interest in that. To be honest though, I feel like the sheet metal double door was the better thing to chase after. Well, someone decided to unload a big fat stack of these, but this is still holding up very nicely, and you might have seen this being used in a video that I uploaded just a couple days ago. So, well, actually, no, Hedge, it was literally yesterday. Well, I recorded it a couple days ago. The Rust Camouflage skins in 2026, the budget options. I mean, I got 3 different titles for that. But if you have not yet watched this, consider giving it a good watch because, hey, if you've got all these funds, but you still think you're a little bit priced out of the more expensive camouflage options, there's definitely some cheaper things that you could chase after. So that's for your consideration. But then again, if other people watch this video as well, other people probably want to buy it as well. So I'm just saying. Anyway, keep an eye out for links to that and switch back over to here. North Star Tier 3. Honestly, it doesn't look like you're going to be struggling for a while, but eventually it will reach a point where it stops. And then after that, it will drop a bit. But then in the summertime, I mean, if Whiteout just keeps rising up in price, you will be a nice consideration. But don't forget, this is Tier 3 armor. If it was Tier 2, I think it would be a whole lot more interesting. But yeah, I'm sure you get the idea. Island Assault, you've been doing very, very nicely at the moment. Have you already peaked? Let's go ahead and give this a good look. So I believe this is sitting here at about $3. Now, don't forget, earlier this year when we're seeing all the Island Assault skins being accepted, it was doing very, 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 very nicely. But the nice, slow, steady progress we've seen here, I've got to say, it's still going up. It's still looking good. It's still looking perfectly fine. So no, I don't think we peaked yet, but you've got to be prepared for the possibility of it happening fairly soon. Now, I don't know, let's go ahead and take a look at flashbacks. I know for a fact these have been rising up in price ever so nicely over the past few months, but more specifically, these rose up in price very nicely in anticipation to the release of the Jungle update. So last year, you might recall, I bought 700 of these hoodies. And I will quickly prove that to you. I have 700 Flashbacks hoodies right here. And you might sit there and say, Hedge, how come you haven't sold any then? Well, I just feel like if I hold on to it for a bit longer, I do believe it will rise up to a much better price in the future. I'm very happy to see where it's positioned at the moment. Like, basically, this has doubled in price since last year. Very happy to see it. But I know for a fact that if I just probably wait another year, I could see that rise up in price ever so nice. Especially considering we still do not see that much green clothing armor being accepted. It's in a very, 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 very good spot. Now, in regards to the pants, I do believe this has already stagnated because, well, I've been selling a few here and there. I'm quite happy with the price rise we saw from last year, and at the moment you'll see it's about $8, and let's just quickly see that, yep, it's not too far off from like $9, but let's just see its sales history. Have you kind of stopped rising? Well, it's been rising quite recently, but it seemingly has slowed down a bit these past few days, and by past few days, I mean like the past 4 or 5 days. But then again, that might quite literally be its peak. A lot of skins do tend to peak in the first week of January, all right? So that's basically the main focus of today. Keep an eye on all the skins that you've been selling. And, well, you might sit there and say, oh, no, it's not selling as much. It's not selling for as much as it was, like, it's not selling as much as what it was just a few days ago. I'm sad now. No. It will still be better compared to what it'll be selling for around March and April time. So if it has dropped off a fair bit, we know what? It's still doing a lot better than where it was not too long ago, right? Look at everything a little bit more positively. And then again, you know, if you are one of those people that are selling all of your skins and hoping to buy them back again around March and April time, don't worry too much. It's all good. Just get those funds up on your accounts. Get ready. So, did anybody here decide to set up a brand new account for all of this? Feel free to comment below. I was questioning it, but then again, don't forget, I do have my special account that's being used for the Road to Big Grin. I can confirm to you that has actually pushed into a profit now, about $130. But that'll be talked about in its very own dedicated video, of course. I've got to wait on that. I've got a lot of videos to get ready and prepared for over the course of like the rest of this month. It's getting ridiculous. Like, I only found out today that the Playrust Twitter, so let's just quickly take a look at you, Playrust. There you are. They've only just gone ahead and asked about, hey, what brand new car or vehicle skins would you like to see being added to Rust? I'm like, oh no, I've got to do a video about that now as well. I swear the last one was going to be the literal last one, but well, there you go. Okay, well, fair enough. So, switching back over to here, just want to talk about how, like, I'm perfectly happy with how everything's progressed. This account had, like, next to nothing, and, oh, you've improved. Yeah, now it's improved even more. That's 641. I better update this again then. So, yeah, literally just a few days ago, this only had about $40 on it. Now it sits here at about $800. That's how insane it's been. Yes, I've quite literally just been sitting here, listening to music, putting videos to the side, and constantly listing and relisting. Like, I look at all these skins, right? So let's just quickly show this. With Steam Inventory Helper, I can let that just sit there for a second. And what it'll do is it'll tell me, all right, some other skins have been listed here, and now your listings aren't the lowest listing anymore. And by default, I'll just look and see which are the ones that need to be removed or redone. Like, let's just quickly take a look at this Tomb of the Octopus Wooden Double Door. Right, so there's a person who's listed 3, and then there's someone who's listed 1. So there's 4 listings below my 2 listings here. Oh no, I've got 3, I didn't realise. No, 4. All right, so hang on a minute. I'm competing with myself. Oh! Damn that person. Okay, I didn't realise. So, yeah, I'm prone to stupid things like this as well. But the point still remains. That wasn't me doing that on purpose, by the way, just to like make a point. It indicates that certain skins could be considered to be like relisted. I believe if you have like a special membership with this account, it will do it automatically for you. I don't want to do that. Also, do you notice, look at this. Yep, this was just a couple hours ago, 419. And of course, right now, you'll see it's 643. Oh, it's increased even more. Yay. So, yeah. Not every single skin you see here right now is like a super in demand, like crazy looking skin. It's not like a camouflage skin or anything. This is a lot of like random things because right now, all of these skins here, all the skins in general, they're still doing perfectly fine. Their prices are still doing perfectly fine. The demand is still there. There's still a lot of people playing. And like over the course of this upcoming weekend, I do believe it will eclipse 200,000 people again. Like, yep, loads of kids did go back to school. people have gone back to work, but people will still be turning up. Like, people still have the itch back, right? They'll still be playing, and I'm still remaining hopeful that around February time we will see quite a lot of people turning up and playing with the naval update, all right? Fingers crossed, but I anticipate that. I expect that. So, all right, cool. So, still some nice things to potentially look forward to in terms of new skins. Still lots more profits to be made with making some more sales. Again, feel free to comment below. How have you been over the past, week or so? Have you been doing this as well? Have you been keeping track of yourself in regards to the profits? Just simply looking at December 29 to January 6. Look at all the gains. It's ridiculous. Now, I should also point out, you might also still be getting some buy orders through and whatnot. Hey, it only makes things nicer. Oh, look, I've already bought back one of these Christmas skins. Again, honestly, they are not a bad shout. But I'm kind of getting a little bit worried to finding out that, hang on a minute, that's the Christmas wallpaper. Oh no, it's already gone down in price. Oh no. Well, guess I've got to hold on to it until next year. Now again, do not forget, we have Lunar New Year, just around the corner. Let's just type this in, Lunar New Year 2026. There we are. It's the middle of February. That's going to be a bit of a problem, isn't it? You might sit there and say, why, what's wrong? Well, that's going to coincide with Valentine's. Uh-oh. I wonder if we have a 2024 situation. You might not fully remember this, but back in February 2024, at the same time, we did have Lunar New Year and Valentine's. And what happened was, for 2 solid weeks, we had the Lunar New Year skins with the Valentine skins. So it was Lunar New Year skins, and then the next week, they kept they kept the skins around, and they also had all the bright pink options for Valentine's. It was a bit of a wacky thing because we had all the items and whatnot. We had about 30 skins in the store. So, not sure if we're going to see that happen again. But, oh, wow, look at all the profits here. Oh, wow, wow, look at these two. That's insane. So, all right, cool. Keep an eye out. January 1st. Yes. Right, then, so that's a nice thing to keep an eye out for. If you did invest into Chinese lanterns and whatnot, let's hope in the lead up to Lunar New Year that we'll see them rise up in price. Let's just get a good look at these. Are they doing good? 12 pennies? Oh no. But remember, that's just like a glitch. So let's just quickly see for ourselves. All right, it's already set up. This is only sitting here at $2.50. It does not. There you go. The culprit. Why? Why would you do that? You fool! You've ruined it for everybody. Oh dear. Well, there you go. When other people get involved, you end up with people like this. And yeah, you got a 17 there as well. Here's hoping that we see these rise up in price in anticipation to Lunar New Year. Oh look, there you go. Just 2 more listed. No. Ah, dang. Well, it is what it is. All right. Not everything's going to be perfectly fine. We could still remain hopeful and whatnot though. So yeah, fair enough. Right then, so, you know what? I'd like to ask all of you, what's the skin that you've managed to sell the most of over the course of these past couple of weeks or so? What would it be for me? I'm not sure, actually. Although, you know what? I've probably got a good shout. No Mercy Sheet Metal Double Door. Yep, let's go search for this. I had 100 of these. Now, I think I've only got so many left because these went up in price very, very nicely. And for a sheet metal double door that doesn't glow in the dark, that's amazing. So, yep, sitting here at about $4 at the moment. And as you'll see with its sales history, oh yeah, that's been trending upwards, higher. Sheet metal double doors always remaining to being ever so lovely investments. I know for a fact I was looking forward to investing into you, and I'm pretty sure I bought 30 of you, and then I picked up a bunch of you of your buy orders. Yes. It did get really cheap around October time, but yep, that was sitting there about what, $1.50 here. Well, now it's all the way up to $4. That's a lovely little flip there, isn't it? So, in current day, all sheet metal double doors remain to being fairly in demand. And, well, let's just get a quick look at all of that. So, sheet metal double door. Let's get a quick look at you. Yep. So, all of these are doing good. Gunhouse could do better. I know Serpent Temple sheet metal double door was a little bit higher. That might just be one straggler there. But all of them are now in the positive. Even Grim Farm. That's the Halloween skin. Scroll. So, yep, all of these doing perfectly fine. I will say Death's Gate is getting very, very close to matching up to its Rush Door price again. Dark Magic Library, you still got a bit of a ways to go. But all of these, except just a few, just a literal few, they're all doing good now. They're all in the positive, except just a literal few of them. So, all right, cool. Not going to complain. That's all looking wonderful to me. Yes, yes, yes. And let's just quickly refresh. Have we sold any more? And the answer is yay. So, more listings still going through. I'm a happy bunny. All is good. And there you go. Look, 2 sheep mid double doors right there. Right then. So, yep, that's proven to be quite the success. I think I don't really need to say any more. So yeah, keep an eye out with that brand new playlist. I probably will update it with another video. I'm pretty sure there was another one that I forgot to add. And just put the effort in, alright? I've got like a lot of very random skins here. Like some really random, really odd ones. But even then, if you just put like a little bit of an effort in, you might only need to list like 1 or 2 of them. You will most likely see some decent profits, some decent sales. But again, you just got to put an effort in, alright? So that's it. That's a wrap. So thank you very much for watching me. I greatly appreciate it. And once again, don't forget about the playlist right there. Right then. Catch you later. See you. Goodbye.